Three-way? Oh, always.
Hey, doubling in like chandelier. That whole shit was in the air. If your friend a hoe, then use a hoe. Wherever you go, I know they go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with Coco. If you are new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and follow me on Instagram at Birkin Coco. That is Birkin Coco. You know how to spell Birkin, you know how to spell Coco. Go follow me. Remember to have your post notifications turned on. Comment down below your Cash App, because once I get to 20K subscribers, I am giving away $300 to 3 of my most faithful subscribers that I know are always commenting on my videos and are always showing me lots and lots of love. So please, if you are new on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and go follow me on Instagram at Birkin Coco. And if you used to follow me on my old Instagram and you didn't realize that, you know, I have a new Instagram now, go follow me. It's Birkin Coco. Today I'm actually doing a freestyle video. This video was highly recommended by you guys from my last vlog when I went to Mastro's, and I was just, you know, doing a little bit of freestyling. I asked you guys if you guys wanted a specific video like dedicated to strictly freestyling, and you guys all, like, a lot of you guys said yes, so that's what we're doing. Okay, we're doing a freestyling video. And before we get into let me see, should I put you guys down? No, this is good. So before we get into, you know, getting dressed and everything, I do have makeup on my face, but you know, I'm obviously not dressed yet to go out. But I wanted to kind of give you guys basically like a rundown of what freestyling is for the girls that really don't understand the meaning of freestyling and why it's called freestyling. Okay, so freestyling is basically when you get dressed on a regular day. It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get dressed and you go out to nice fancy restaurants, and you basically just sit and hope to come across a guy that has money, has a lot of money, or you know, a sugar daddy. Personally, for me, I like to do this because I like to say you have to place yourself in places or where you want to be in life, if that makes sense. Like, you have to place yourself where you want to be seen. Okay, so if you want to meet rich men and date a wealthy man, or, you know, find your sugar daddy, you have to go where they hang out. And you know, you're not gonna find them, if you're from Boston, you're not gonna find them at Venue, Bijou, the Grand. Like, you're not gonna find them at the club. So going to a predominantly African-American club where it's like they're playing hip-hop music and it's a lot of young people, you're not gonna find them there. So when I'm doing this video, I kind of want to get you guys to understand that this is, you're not gonna meet a sugar daddy like the first day you go out freestyling. Okay, freestyling to me is basically just going out, getting a good meal, getting some drinks, and hopefully one day I might come across a guy that has a lot of money, and you know, it might be my husband, it might be whoever it is. So when I say freestyling, that means you're not on Bumble, you're not on any dating apps, you're literally just getting dressed, you're going outside and you're meeting rich guys that way. So we call it freestyling. You might not meet them until you go out 5 times, or you might not meet them until you go out 7 times, but you don't give up and you keep going, because you know one day you will come across that guy that has money and is willing to spend his money on you. Or you might just be dating a rich man. So that's basically what this whole video is going to be about. I'm going to show you guys how I freestyle. By the way, my freaking art fell, so don't judge me. I have to get Tattoo Daddy to fix it when he comes over at some point in the week, but he needs to fix that, so that's why it looks like that, so don't judge me. But you know, we know the crib is good, okay, period. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna show you guys, because I've been doing this for maybe 2 years now, and I've met some really interesting people. Last year, I don't think I've ever told this story, but last year I was freestyling and I met a guy, like he was crippled. Like he was crippled. I went to the, and he paid me $6 grand to take a nap with him. Like I put this on everything that I love. There was no sexual nothing, because he was crippled. Like he was paralyzed. He had a stroke on like one side of his body. Like he literally just wanted a woman to cuddle with. And I said, well, you know, how much are you offering me? He said, how much do you want? And I said, give me $6 grand. And he was like, okay, I'll give you 6 if you're gonna stay the night. And I was like, period. I wish I could find that video. Not the video, I wish I could find the picture of the next day, because I remember coming home and taking like picture of the money. But yeah, he gave me $6 grand to literally take a nap with him, and I did it, and I have no shame in my game. Okay, it was at the, so yeah, that's kind of an interesting story to kind of explain what freestyling is. So it's just literally going out meeting rich, wealthy men, and however relationship that you want to cultivate with that person, that's on you. Like I said, that guy, he had a stroke, so he paralyzed everything. I gave him my number and he never texted me after that. The next morning, I think he had short-term memory loss, because I definitely saw him there again, and he definitely paid me like another $3 grand again. And then after that, I never saw him again. But like the second time that I saw him, he didn't remember that he had already seen me at the end. Paid me a lot of money. But yeah, so that's kind of like what freestyling is. So we're gonna, you know, do some freestyling. Now I do want to get a little bit into some disclaimers before anyone comes in my comment like, oh my god, I went out and I didn't meet anybody. You're not going to meet a guy the first time you go out, or you might, but is it a guarantee? No. Okay, so freestyling is basically just something you do on your free time. So if you enjoy going to fancy places, if you enjoy fancy meals and, you know, champagne, nice wine and all of that stuff, and like being around rich, wealthy people, this is what freestyling is. Okay, I try not to make it into a, I need to get, you know, I need to meet somebody today, like I need to have my meal paid for today. Like I try not to think about it that way. I try to think about it as me just placing myself in an environment where I kind of want to be in the future. So my hopes is one day I might come across a man who wants to date me and he's really wealthy, or I might come across a sugar daddy. Like that's what it is. Okay, you're not gonna meet a guy the first day you go out, so let's just one. Okay, number 2 is not every guy that talks to you or is gonna like want to be your sugar daddy. Okay, there are multiple times that I go out and I get my meal paid for and all of that stuff, and you know, that's basically it. The guy just pays for my meal. So the hopes is to get your meal paid for, but then to also meet like someone who, you know, has money. Like the goal is to get their numbers and like communicate some more, and then get them to spend money on you. So that's number 2. What else can I say about freestyling, like disclaimer? I think those are the only 2 disclaimers. You know, you're probably not gonna meet someone the first time or the second time that you go out, but you have to keep going out. Okay, like you're never gonna find a sugar daddy sitting in a house. You're never gonna find a sugar daddy going to the ratchet clubs in your city. You're never gonna find a sugar daddy being in the hood. Okay, so if you want to be around rich, wealthy men, you have to go where they hang out. Today is Monday. I like to freestyle on the weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because that's when the men are doing like happy hour. So they left work at 4 and, you know, they're meeting their friends for dinner, or they just want to go have some dinner before they drive home. Or maybe if they're single, they don't have a wife at home or a girlfriend, they'll just go have dinner after work. So I tend to like freestyling more during the week. On the weekends, I feel like if you want to freestyle on the weekends, go golfing, you know, yeah, go to the gym, go to like a fancy gym. I'm actually gonna get a membership at Equinox here in Boston, so that I can, you know, start going to the gym and stretching out. I know I kept saying I was gonna do it, but now I'm definitely going to do it. Now that the pandemic is like, you know, over in Boston, basically everything is open up. So this is like, now I can go back to freestyling. I couldn't really do it during the pandemic because, you know, obviously like nobody was outside. So I like to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Saturdays, weekends, it's usually when they're hanging out with the family and stuff like that. So you're most likely not going to score anything. I've been to the casino a few times and I've definitely scored. I've met a few amazing guys over there. One of them is a favorite of mine, but he only comes around like once every 5 months. But when he comes around, okay, he pays, period. So like I said, it's all about just, you have to use your senses, okay? So you want to go freestyling during the week, Monday through Thursday. I would say 5 through probably 9. Okay, after 9 o'clock they're going home, especially if they have a wife at home. They're going home. Okay, they are going home, because at that point the wife is texting them like, where are you, why aren't you home, da 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 da. So you want to catch them around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, because guess what, the wife is nowhere to be found, or the girlfriend's nowhere to be found, and they're just, it's happy hour. Okay, they just got out of work, and that is kind of when you want to catch them. So yeah, I would say for restaurants, obviously you want to go to fancy restaurants. You want to go to the nicest restaurants in your city. So if you're in Boston, Mastro's, Davio's, Capitol Grill, Ocean Prime, Grill 23, let's see, I'm gonna list, if you're in Boston, I'm gonna list a bunch of stuff on my Patreon. By the way, go sign up for my Patreon, because I give all the tips. All the tea is actually on my Patreon, especially for my girls that are on my $100 tier. Go sign up for my Patreon. This video is sponsored by Patreon, by my Patreon. The link is going to be down in the description. But yeah, so that is basically what freestyling is. Going to fancy restaurants during the week around happy hour and looking cute, looking beautiful, in hopes that you find you a nice, rich, wealthy man. Maybe, like I said, it's for a sugar daddy, or you're looking for a boyfriend, or you're just looking to be a hoe. You name it, we don't discriminate over here, period. Okay, so today I decided that I was gonna get dressed and actually record my freestyling and you know, have it for you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do a couple of days, but we're definitely doing today, and then I'll see if I want to do tomorrow as well, and then make it into a video. We'll just see on how today goes. Rule number 1 to freestyling is looking your best. Okay, looking beautiful, looking sexy. If you're gonna go to a fancy restaurant, you want to look beautiful, you want to look classy. I forgot when I was in Mastro's, but it was a couple weeks ago, and there was a girl in there with red hair. She had a red hair, leopard print cardigan, I don't know, but she looked tacky. She looked tacky, and I was like, that's not it, sis. And she was at the bar sitting by herself, so I'm assuming that she was like, you know, trying to meet somebody, but she looked tacky. So I always like to say, keep the colored hair for when you're going to your local nightclub, okay? Black hair. If you're a black woman, keep your hair black, please, okay? Or if you're gonna do a brown, do something that's natural. Keep the red hair, keep the blonde hair, because it makes you look crazy. Like, you're gonna stand out when you go to these fancy places. Like, I'm sorry, it's just facts. Like, she didn't stand out just because she was another black woman there. Like, she stood out to me because she was another black woman there with fucking the red hair and a leopard print. I was just like, no, okay. So the goal to freestyling and wanting to get a man to talk to you at the bar is looking good, okay? You want to look good. So today what I did was basically a basic makeup on my face. I had foundation, I did a little bit of contour, a little bit of highlight, and I have lip gloss. As you guys all know, that is my go-to makeup everyday look. I wasn't gonna really record the process of me getting ready because I didn't think that you guys really needed to see me put foundation on my face. You all know how I do my makeup, which is foundation, powder, a little contour, highlight, and we good, okay? And I think honestly that goes a long way. You don't want to have the red lipstick and the eyeshadows everywhere. Like, no. I understand if you're going there like for a birthday party with your friends and you want to dress up and do all of that, but when you're going to try to attract the rich man, less is more. And I can't express this. Less is more, okay? You just want to enhance your natural beauty. So what I did today was basically just I put this wig on. By the way, I'm gonna leave her thing down in the description if you want to check her out. She's in Boston for this wig. It's not sponsored, but this is the last time I'm gonna shout her out, okay? Because I'll be shouting out a lot of local black businesses in Boston for free, but you know, I'm not gonna keep doing it every time. But if you want a wig, go check her out. She's in Boston, she delivers, and she's really cool. So yeah, I just put this wig on my hair and I did my little foundation, and I think I look good enough to go out and sit at a nice restaurant and get me a meal. Now when it comes to picking out an outfit, classy, ladies, okay? Classy but nasty, okay? Classy but nasty. So you're nasty in the bedroom, but you're classy in the streets. And the reason I say this is because you want any man to be able to approach you. If a man has a lot of money, one thing he's not going to do is approach a woman that is going to bring a lot of negative attention towards him. So if you, like I said, if you're the girl with the red hair and all of that stuff, you most likely will not get a man to talk to you because you kind of just look like someone that everyone is going to be looking at, like, oh, she has red hair, like you're loud, okay? So you don't want to be loud. You want to be discreet and subtle with your makeup, your outfit, and the way you carry yourself. So I would like to say go with neutral colors: black, brown, blue, dark blue, yeah, like neutral colors. You don't want the pink and the neon colored dresses. Save for when you go to the club, sis, okay? We don't need that at Mastro's or whatever fancy restaurant that you're going to in your city. We don't need you to wear that there, okay? We need you to wear that to the club. And when you're going to that fancy restaurant, put on that black basic dress that you don't like to wear, okay? Because to you, you might think it's basic, but to a rich, wealthy man that has a lot of money, he might go, oh my God, look at her. She's so classy and sophisticated. Let me buy her a drink. Because that's usually how it starts, okay? Then another thing when it comes to freestyling and having a conversation and starting a conversation with the guy sitting next to you, I usually say just ask them what they're drinking, ask them what they're eating, especially if they're alone. It's obvious it's very easy like to have a conversation with someone that is alone, because obviously they want to talk to you. You know, it's like nobody wants to sit at a dinner table or at a bar and not have anybody to talk to. So if they're sitting there alone and you're sitting right next to them, you're at like, you have the upper hand. So just ask them what they're drinking. And then you have to understand, like, if you're a beautiful, and I'm gonna say if you're a beautiful black woman, so a lot of like Caucasian men they might be attracted to black women, but they don't think that black women are attracted to them. So most of the time they'll look at you and go, oh my god, this is one beautiful woman, but she probably doesn't like white men, you know, because of all of the stereotypes and all the racism and the history. So a lot of them think that black women don't like them, so they're not gonna start a conversation with you unless they're just a person who is, you know, just has that personality. But there are a lot of shy guys that love black women but will never start a conversation with them. So what you have to do is build up the courage to start a conversation with him, and all you have to do is literally ask him what he's drinking. Even if you've been to that restaurant multiple times, just ask him, like, listen sir, like, what's good here? And obviously you're not gonna ask like that, but like in a more like sophisticated way, like, you know, what's good on the menu, or like, have you been here before? Like, if you had to pick, what would you order? Like, that's a really easy way to start a conversation. You know, just asking them what they're drinking and or what they're eating, because this is your first time there and you want to know what's good. Okay, because obviously you could ask the waitress or the waiter, but it's like, if the waitress is busy or the waiter is busy, then just ask the person next to you, and that's how you start a conversation. And next thing you know, you're exchanging number, or, you know, next thing you know, after a couple of drinks, he's like, oh, let me pay for your meal, and then he's like, oh, can I give you my number? Or sometimes, like I said, if they do offer to pay for your meal, they might still think like, oh, okay, like she was okay with me paying for her meal, but she probably doesn't want to give me her number. So then you can, like you say, so then you can at that point be like, oh, do you have a card? What do you do for work? Can I get a business card? Like, you can initiate meeting outside of the restaurant. So yeah, so that's basically how freestyling is, and that's how it works, and that's what I do when I'm bored, just at home on a Tuesday or a Monday. Like, you know, I haven't done anything, I'm like, you know what, let me get dressed and just go hang out with rich, wealthy people. So today what I'm actually gonna do is go to the Capitol Grill. So I've been there before, but I haven't been there in a while. I've been to Mastro's and Davio's like the last couple of months, at least once or twice. So I don't want to go too often, because at this point I'm practically a regular. The waitress knows me, so, and the valet guys know me because I always valet my car, so I'm practically a regular, which is also a very good thing. You do want to get kind of a custom, or you do want to get a relationship with some of these restaurants. I had a great relationship with a lot of the guys from the Four Seasons here in Boston. They're no longer actually open, the restaurant. I used to be in there, but like a lot of the bartenders knew me, and they even knew my fake fake name that I would give guys, and they would never actually use my real name, even though they saw my ID all the time. And then I got really close with the valet guy, and so he would literally tell me when I like valet my car, he would be like, oh, this person is here, this person is here, this celebrity is here. So you do kind of want to, you know, gain some sort of relationship with them, and obviously you have to tip them. I don't mean like tip them because they're giving you information, but tipping them is a good way to get on their good side, so they just kind of like mind their business and let you do what you want to do. So I used to always do that. So even if someone paid for my meal, I would still tip the bartender or the waitress, because, you know, like, she helped me, she still fed me, like she still served me. So respectfully, I would still tip her. And when I started doing it, I realized like, oh, they like me. Okay, they like me. So they would allow me to practically come in there and, like, you know, talk to a guy. Like, I would be talking to one guy over here, and if another guy came in, I'd be like, all right, like, he's not talking about anything, I'm gonna move over there. And they would literally come over there and like serve me like I wasn't just over there talking to a whole nother dude. So yeah, so gain a relationship, but you don't want to go there every day, because then it's gonna come off like bad, you know. I used to go to the Four Seasons at least like 2 or 3 times out of the week, just because, like, you know, I told them I lived like down the block, so it's like I was a regular. Okay, I was a regular. So you do want to become a regular. But yeah, by the way, that the Four Seasons is not open, like the bistro lounge is not open anymore. So that's why I'm telling you guys my business. For any hoes that be trying to know all my tea, they're not open anymore. They've been closed, actually. After the pandemic, they closed it, because the Four Seasons, that restaurant was mainly for the guys that would come and stay at the Four Seasons. And if you know, the Four Seasons was $1,000 a night, or it is $1,000 a night hotel. So anyone that's staying there got money. So let's go get dressed. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:43. So I'm a little late on leaving the house, but I'm already showered, and I already have my makeup on. So all we have to do is throw on a dress. By the way, I already started sipping on my wine because I was getting, you know, ready and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm gonna be eating. I think what I'm gonna do is basically just go sit at the bar, get me a couple of drinks, and call it a day. I had a bunch of food earlier, so I really don't think I need food. If anything, I might get me a Caesar salad. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, when you go out to eat, make sure you bring at least $100 with you. Now, the goal is to get your meal paid for and obviously to meet somebody, but always have money with you in case that doesn't happen. And then it's like, you want to start with a glass of wine, and then if you're like me, you like oysters or Caesar salad, maybe you can do that. Like, you don't have to actually get a whole 4-course meal, okay? And that's why I say sit at the bar, get you one drink, because most of the time when people sit at the bar, they just need one drink, a drink or two. Like, you know, you don't have to eat. So make sure you bring some cash with you in case your meal doesn't get paid for. And then, like I said, just get 1 drink or 2 drinks. And yeah, kind of like, you know, see what happens while you're sipping on your drink, and see if you make eye contact with any guys, or if any guys make eye contact with you and they want your attention. And then proceed from there. And if obviously a guy comes up to you immediately and like he says, oh, let me buy you a drink and let me buy you this, then you can order your full course meal, okay? Then you can get yourself a steak, a filet. I love me an 8-ounce filet. Yeah, so then you can do that. If not, just stick with your drinks, sis, because the goal is to make money, not spend all your money, okay? Period. Alright guys, so I am fully dressed now. I'm actually wearing this dress that I wore in Tulum for my birthday vlog from Tulum. Let me show you guys. It's actually a short dress. I actually get away with short dresses because I have nice, beautiful, long legs. So I like to say, if you're gonna show a little bit of cleavage, maybe not show legs and stuff like that. But as you can see, because I couldn't wear a bra with this dress, I'm showing absolutely no cleavage up here. So I decided that I was gonna wear this short dress to show some legs. Let me adjust this camera. So this is what I have on. And then for a bag in Tulum, I had my pink Chanel. today I'm gonna go with my black YSL just so that, you know, it makes it a lot more just subtle. So yeah, this is the outfit. And yeah, we're gonna go freestyling. So I was actually just on the phone with TD and I was kind of telling him where I was going and stuff like that. And I mentioned some other restaurant basically, and I didn't think that there were gonna be people there. And it's kind of right next to the Capitol Grill that I'm going to. Oh, excuse me. So basically what we're gonna do is, he thinks that, you know, rich people go there. He thinks Birkin daddies go there. So so what we're gonna do is go to the Capitol Grill and you know, if nothing shakes, we're gonna move over to another restaurant, which is also something that I used to do before the pandemic. But like I said, I'm really doing this today just to kind of show you guys how and what freestyling is. But before the pandemic, I used to go to a couple different places. So like I would start at one place, and if it didn't look good, like anything was gonna come out of it, then I would move on to another place. And if nothing came out of that, then I would move on to another place, you know what I mean? And that's why I say just get one drink, fill out the space, see what you think is gonna happen, if you think it's worth staying. If not, finish your drink, move on to another restaurant. If that doesn't work, move on to another restaurant. But you know, trust me, it works. Like I said, I've met some pretty amazing people. But first things first, we have to make sure that little one, where is she? Chanel, she's back there somewhere. We have to make sure that she goes downstairs and pee. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're going to go ahead and head to the Capitol Grill and see what shakes. Alright guys, so I made it to the restaurant. I told you guys I was going to the Capitol Grill, so I made it. I'm actually gonna valet my car because I don't like looking for parking. I don't have time for that stress. I'd rather just pay the $20. I know it sounds stupid, it's a waste of $20, but I'd rather just pay it and not have to walk in my heels. Hi guys, so it's the next day. I kind of wanted to explain better the freestyling I did yesterday. So I ended up meeting this guy. He was sitting next to me. He was from Chicago, whatever the case might be. We talked for a little bit. Now how I started the conversation was I saw that he had what do you call it? He had he was looking at his cryptocurrency that he bought. So I was like, oh, you know, did you invest? Like, you know, how's it going for you? Da 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 da. And I basically told him how my brother got me to basically invest $300, and somehow I did it at the wrong time because I ain't making money. So anyways, that's what happened. He didn't really seem like he was married. I saw a ring. He was married, so I wasn't really pushing it. And then also he didn't even offer to pay for my food or buy me a drink. So yeah, I wasn't about to give him my number or anything. He wasn't giving me sugar daddy vibes. I did go a little kind of late though, so yeah, I didn't get there till like 7:30, and by like 8:30, 9 o'clock, you know, the bar was pretty much empty. So like I said, it's better to go freestyling during the week and be out by like 5. So 5, 6, you know, 7, 8 is a good time. And I think if I had went out a little earlier, it would have been better for me. Today I don't know if I'm going to actually go freestyling because I'm actually going live on my Patreon. Go subscribe to my Patreon if you haven't subscribed. That's where I give all the real tea. I woke up this morning, I went to an appointment to do something. I'm actually recording it, but I'm doing something to my face up here. I'm fixing something. So I actually went to my first appointment today, and then I have a consultation in a couple of weeks, and you know, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do. But now I'm actually gonna go get some lunch. I wanted to get my nails done because I broke a nail, but I was a little far away from where I live, so I tend to go get my nails done where I live. But I went to my appointment, which was like 18 minutes away from where I actually live. So decided that I'm gonna come to Newberry Street and, you know, go get me some lunch. It's 12 o'clock, so this is a good time to go to like a nice little restaurant around where people usually work, like in offices and shit. And this is a good time. You can freestyle during the day as well, like lunchtime. Go to a nice restaurant. Newberry Street is beautiful during the day, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. This is the time that a lot of guys are taking lunch breaks. So if you really want to like freestyle, bitch, you really serious about it, you can hit the streets too at 12 o'clock. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get some lunch. And I guess we can go. I'm not really dressed to like freestyle or anything, but I do look a little, you know, cute, basic. This was just to go to my appointment outfit, but you know, I'm gonna go get some lunch and my face is cute. I might still be able to snack me a dude. But yeah, so let's go get some lunch. And then, I don't know, I might go to Zara. We'll see, we'll figure it out. I'll see how my day goes.
I love it.
Subscribe, like, follow me on
Instagram. Tell me what the name is, and we'll give you a little candle.
Perfect.
I'll be in.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Crab meat. Crab.
Yeah, look at all the mess we've made.
I know. Look at all the damage.
This is a lot.
Thank you. You want some? Help yourself. I ate what do you think of
I'm trying to lose weight, not gain weight, which is not working, but
you and me both.
during COVID, I was like balloons. So.
You know the problem is, it happens every time. Then in spring and winter, and then I get to the summer, literally the week before 4th, a balloon, like a fish.
I like the Paramount.
I love the Paramount.
Owns the building.
Oh yeah, no one
Wants to go in.
He is north.
Did they eat it too soon?
No, I'm just gonna get you. Cutting it.
Yeah, so must be the own moonshine. I don't know.
No cutting needed.
So again, what happened is like his dad, it was married.
It was definitely.
There's a friend of mine. I came in with a friend of mine a lot. He's a big private equity guy. He just loves caviar. I kill.
Okay. Bobby, where you from?
I'm from Melrose, Massachusetts.
I'm from Malden.
The North Shore, baby.
North Shore kid.
How do you like your beefs? Three-way?
Oh, always the best.
You ever hit up Big A's?
So I'm a lot older than you.
How did you know
Back in
that?
our day, back in our day, we had in the 80s, pizza subs. Remember pizza subs?
Morning, guys. Woo. So it's the next day. Ooh, last night was interesting, adventurous a night. Well, actually, you guys saw I started off going to lunch. Okay, so after I went for my appointment, I stopped at Abe and Louise to get, you know, some lunch. And I actually came across my realtor, the guy who showed me this apartment when I moved in 2 years ago. So that's funny. And he was with his boss. So he ended up, well, before that, I'm so mad and I need to get that man's number, okay? There was this Italian guy that was sitting next to me. Money, period. and we were talking, chatting it up. And then before him, there was these two guys that were sitting next to me. They bought me a drink, and stuff like that. But then they left. Apparently they were regulars there. The bartender knew them, and then he knew everybody that was there. So all the guys are regulars. So I'm gonna be there again, period. And they will kindly see me there again. I got a couple of numbers for sure. So the realtor guy, he was with his boss. So I got his number. And he's single. Okay, he has a child, but I don't mind being a stepmother. Okay, period. So I actually missed my time to go live on Patreon because I was literally about to leave after the first two guys to my right left. I was about to leave, and then I saw that this freaking Italian guy sat down next to me, and then the bartender, actually, it was kind of his fault. He convinced me to get one more martini. So if you haven't been to Abe and Louise in Boston, I'm not sure if they have them in other places. By the way, I'm actually headed to get my nails done. Yeah. So basically, they're like known for their martinis, okay, because they come in like this little, you guys saw it, it's very cutely presented. So like I love going there just to get me a martini, look cute, feel cute. And I wasn't even dressed for that. I just wanted to go have lunch out. So I do that sometimes. And I will still go to a nice restaurant for lunch. That's just my thing. Like, you will not find me at Applebee's or something, like, no. So I went to Abe and Louise. And yeah, so the bartender convinced me to get another drink when those guys left because they paid for my drink. So I got another drink, and basically Italian dude started talking to me, and then my realtor came in, and he was with his boss, and he was like, come join us for lunch. So I ended up joining them for lunch. They got caviar. Like, it was a good fucking time, okay, period. And they actually invited me to an event today. So my realtor, I don't know if he watches this, but if you watch this, hey, things I can sell anything. Or he was telling his boss like, oh, this girl can sell anything, da, da, da. Like really hyping me up. So I feel like maybe he's watched my YouTube, because a lot of people watch me and they be acting like they don't watch me, but they watch me. So yeah, I don't know. He basically introduced me to his boss, and his boss gave me his number. And I told him that I actually was thinking about taking my real estate license, taking the classes so I can get my license. And they apparently offer it, like they pay for it if you are going to come and work for them as a agent. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. So they invited me to a event today, and I think it's like they're honoring his boss, but they're gonna be like, it's a networking event basically. So it's gonna be buyers, so people that buy houses, so people with money, okay, period. I'm super excited. You already know, okay, I had already told you guys, like, obviously if you're a very beautiful woman, you should get into real estate because that is a nice way to make money. Now obviously you're not going to be selling multi-million-dollar homes right away, because real estate is very, like, when you sell a house you make money. If you don't sell a house, you ain't making no money. So I'm kind of happy that it's something that I'm going to be doing for fun. It's not really something that I'm banking on, like, it becoming my main income, if that makes sense. So I'm doing it just because I want to. Why not? It's just something to add on my roster of things that I can do. Because you guys don't know, I know how to do a lot of things. I'm a very creative bitch, okay? So I'm super excited about that. So we're going to that event later on tonight after I get off of my Patreon live that I rescheduled for today. By the way, if you have not signed up for my Patreon yet, go and sign down below. But yeah, so we're gonna go get our nails done. I have on this shirt. I got on leggings from Lululemon's. I didn't do anything to my hair. I had it up in a bun and I just brushed it a little bit, whatever. No makeup. I look crazy. You can see, obviously, it's about to be, again, that time of the month. So I'm breaking out, but that's fine. We're gonna take Chanel-y. All of my stuff is actually out of my bag. So yeah, we're gonna take her. We're gonna bring an extra battery. And yeah, let's go get our nails done. Chanel, I'm sorry, but I can't take you with me. Unfortunately. Hey y'all, welcome back to another day. What's today? Friday? So it's Friday, July 2nd. Now I know I said this video was gonna be all freestyling, but I actually didn't go freestyling Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll walk. So I'm just gonna make it into a vlog. So right now I'm with Mr. TD and we are going on a date. We're actually gonna go see a movie. I wanted to go to the movies and then have dinner. So we're going to this movie theater. If you are in Boston, it's in Chestnut Hill, but there's a movie theater that serves food while you watch your movie. So yeah, they serve food and they serve liquor as well. So we were gonna go out to dinner and then go see the movie, but then I was just like, hey, you know what, I haven't been to this movie theater in a long time. Let's just go see a movie and have food at the same time. And yeah, so we're gonna go see, I think it's the silent movie. What's the name of the movie?
A Quiet Place 2.
Oh, A Quiet Place 2. So I watched the original one on Netflix because it was on Netflix during the pandemic. And then now we're gonna go see the part 2. So let's go. I'll give you guys a little outfit check. Ooh, oh, you have an umbrella. Yeah, it's raining, guys. Oh yeah, I'll see you guys after the movies.